Hi, Jen.
Hello.
Good morning. You were just telling me some really interesting things about your own health journey.
Mm-hmm.
So before we talk about now, can you just help me remember what was life like before you started your program?
Yep.
And tell me a little bit about what that was, what you were experiencing.
So at this point, looking back, there were seasons where I had kind of an autoimmune situation going on where I'd have half my face swell up, a corner down here swell up, just horrible situation. That kind of resolved through a series of some other healthy decisions and diet changes and stuff like that. But then I ended up having some lung issues, and I wasn't sure if those were connected to autoimmune. I didn't know. So then I started this process of pulmonology, and he just came down to a diagnosis of bronchiectasis, which was basically lung disease, lung damage, as much as I could understand it. And it was going to be wear a jacket that beats you, you know. And typically it kind of felt like I had just always some sort of like a stridor, like a wheezing. It always reminded me of two balloons together. Like anytime I breathe in, it just had that awful sound of like, you know, stridor. And so then I found out about you through a friend, and so I just didn't, it was just very hopeful to have the phone conversation say, my biggest issue was definitely bronchiectasis, but then I have, you know, like menopause is not that far away, and I'm getting older and gaining weight, and I just wanted to make sure, because you read this book, and you read that book, and you listen to this podcast, and I just wanted it all together, and it's been the most encouraging thing in the world that it's all, it almost feels like the best of all the different ideas and philosophies and ideals came together. So as I started listening to all your, what are they called, like little seminars, yes, that's a yes. So I felt like every time I finished one, I'd say, I totally agree with that, because I have done research. I totally agree with that. I have done research. And then having someone meet with me over the phone, and then my appointments with you, it's just the accountability. My personality is very free spirit. And so having just the consistency, and I really think being on supplements versus just reading, you know, and my neighbor said take this, or I just never knew what supplements, and I think that's probably one of the best things that I've gotten from this program is someone who knows what the heck they're talking about, and it's my body, and they're telling me what to take, and I have no stridor. I haven't even gone back to my pulmonology appointment. I canceled it, because why would I spend all that money? I was about to transfer to... what's the really nice one up in the Bay Area?
In Stanford?
Stanford. I had gotten an appointment at Stanford. I canceled that. I would much rather do preventative and deal with the root of the issue than then put me on another medication, another, you know. I just felt like I was on all these things that were all Band-Aids. And now I'm living free, and I've lost 10 pounds, and I have energy. I don't know why anybody would go the medical route, just purely. Now Western, you know, can connect with functional, absolutely, and I may have this come back again, and I'll have to take that path, but right now this is the path that it's 1,000 times better.
That is so exciting.
I'm so grateful.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you been working on your health with me?
I started in April, and
Okay.
it's now August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And I've had improvement for months, so it really helped quickly.
oh, that's so exciting. What would you say to someone who was considering signing up for a program for themselves? Kind of walk me through some of that decision making you and your spouse went through.
I think for us, you know, finances are definitely an issue. It's not the kind of thing where we can just throw money around. But I think what you see is if you really look back over all the labs and the doctor appointments and the medications and the time, I think I just, as I'm doing research and listening to podcasts, my belief in functional medicine has quadrupled. I've always been a little bit granola, but I'm just like, I think this is where it's at. And my husband at first, which doctors? No, you know. And as time has gone on, I think he's also seen it's just a Band-Aid, and I'm just not getting better. And so he wanted to come and meet with you, and I think after meeting you and even him seeing me improve, he's in. Completely in. So I don't know that I was necessarily a naysayer, but I was definitely skeptical, and it's expensive, you know. And but how do you put his thing was like, how do you put a price on your health? Because you're dealing with it all day, every day. We're in ministry, and I have a job, and so it's just I can't be sick. I only have like 40 years left at the very most. So I really, what's that much money in the grand scheme of things?
So does it seem
not
like
even a hesitation?
Yeah. So does it seem like an investment then? In your future.
No question.
Yeah.
And it keeps you holy. Like, because you paid the money, you're gonna take the supplements because you paid the money. So,
and I'm just gonna pan to those,
for me,
to those things. There they
are.
are.
Supplements.
But they're all based on your lab results and exactly what you needed.
Absolutely. So I would tell anyone, you have to do it. Unless it's gonna cause you to, have to live in a tent, you need to do it.
Well, I'm so excited to be working with you, and it's just a joy to watch you shift your life, transform your health,
Yep, everybody needs to do this.
Awesome.
Absolutely.